went inside the store, right? Hear me out. So when this man goes inside the store, mind you, this is the backdrop of the story. He just had lost his wife. His wife just had died. He had 3 little girls at home, and he just lost his job, right? So this man puts a book bag on. He says, I gotta find out a way to feed my kids. I don't have no job. My wife just died. I gotta figure this out. He throws his book bag on. He goes to the local convenience store. When he gets inside the convenience store, he goes to the food aisle, but this was the issue because he didn't see an officer that was standing in the background. Now, what does the officer represent in this case? The officer represents the law. Come on now, I want y'all to hear me out. Listen to this. We're no longer under the law, but under grace. Let me break down what this means. So you got the officer in the back, but the man who just lost his wife and lost his job, he's getting ready to steal out of the store so he can take some food back home to provide for his little kids. So while the officer is sitting in the back and the man doesn't see the officer, the man begins to put stuff in his book bag, whatever he can get to take back home to feed his children. He's throwing everything in his book bag. Next thing you know, the officer waits for him. The officer says, you know what? I'm going to see what he's actually going to do. He sees him stealing. Soon as the officer waits for him to fill up his bag, the officer says, hey, young man, what are you doing? The officer goes up to him. He immediately handcuffs him. Guess what? Guess what this man is under now? He's under the law. Listen to this. I'm going to break this down. The man is now under the law. He's now under the penalty of sorry about that. This man is supposed to be prosecuted. He's supposed to be taken downtown to see the magistrate. He's supposed to be fingerprinted, and he's supposed to be booked, right? Now listen to this. The man begins to cry out unto the officer. He's handcuffed now. He's under the law right now. The man begins to cry out to the officer, sir, my wife just died. I got 3 little girls at home. I don't have a job. I lost my job. I didn't have a babysitter to be able to get the things that I need for my daughter. So I just came here to grab a few things so I can take it back home. The man was crying and everything to the officer. Mind you, he's in handcuffs. He's under the law at this moment. So what the officer does is the officer has compassion on him. The officer says, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. The officer takes him to the register. When the officer gets to the register, he tells the clerk at the desk, he says, look, or the cashier, he tells the cashier, look, this man is going through a lot. I'm going to pay his debt. I'm going to pay for his ransom, right? Soon as the officer pays for his ransom, he tells the cashier, he says, if you see this man come back into this store, I want you to call me personally and let me know. Here's my card. Now, this is what the officer does. The officer takes the handcuffs off of the young man. Guess what? He's no longer under the law. He's under grace now. He's under grace. What is grace? Grace